This conference will now be recorded.
All right, happy Friday, everyone. Today is Friday, May 17th, and as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. All right, so we can see BAMA made its way underneath the 173. How shocking. So we're now coming towards those bid prints. Now, it haven't seen as much covering as you would expect for the stock coming underneath that 173 and how much selling that we knew that was sitting there. So definitely don't think that they're out of their position yet, but unfortunately just don't see anything. No real prints that are coming in this morning for us to really make any type of decisions, and that's coming from pretty much almost all of our everyday stocks. Another one I just want to bring up real quick before we get into our regular list is just SQ. Now, SQ, you can see it took that hit that the everyday stocks did, but on absolutely nothing. I mean, there's just really no volume whatsoever being traded. There's absolutely nothing that's going on here, and we do have some really nice ask prints at 67 from yesterday. So just something that I have on my radar for once the market opens and we start to see things getting a little bit of volume and a little bit of movement. Now, not much on my list for this morning. First thing is going to be PINS, P-I-N-S. First thing, make sure that if you are a trade station that you do ask for, you do request shares. But we can see after basically earnings coming into the aftermarket yesterday took a big hit. And if we come back over to about 6 o'clock PM, you could see just a huge amount of selling that came in at that 26 level. And not only there, but 25.50 doesn't really have much, but you can see the position at 25.49 to 45, 25.43, and a little bit above there as well. So most of everything that we've been seeing coming in today is pretty much selling. I've not seen much covering coming in at all. So could not get shares. Yeah, so unfortunately, if you can't get shares of it, then you really kind of, and it's not much to do right now and not much to look at, but overall, definitely like the selling that we see coming in there. Just keep in mind, too, 25, huge psychological levels. So coming down, that's going to be a tough one to break and hold underneath. And also looking at IQ. Now, IQ is on the list only because I don't really have much else. We could see coming into that 1950 yesterday in the pre-market, a little bit of covering coming into there, and we've been basically just kind of pulling underneath there. But then coming into this morning, you can see right here these prints at 19, especially at 7:30 in the morning. 7:30, I mean, the orders are just so disgustingly thin. They're disgustingly thin right now, so imagine what they look like at that 7:30 point. So definitely have those 19 bid, expecting a pull up. And then you can see just nothing but selling pretty much ever since it's been pulling up since above that 19 level. Now we're underneath 20 big psychological level. Not really much buying at all. So we're really just going to be looking for this thing to continue on its way down. OTLK. So I was looking at OTLK before, but I'm just not really a big fan. It is going to go on our side list from yesterday. We did get a beautiful push coming in, pretty much almost all day, but it's just an ugly trading stock. And I know for a fact that I'm not going to be looking at this coming into the beginning of the morning because of the fact that it's just there's going to be better things for me to look at, better things with a bigger range coming back in, but definitely something to look at. The buying that came in this morning so far, nothing really that special. It's a little bit mixed so far. You can see at 8 a.m., we have the burst, a big burst of ask, big burst of bid, big burst of ask, big burst of bid. So not really anything too definitive there, but we definitely will keep an eye on it. BYND. Well, first of all, let's go through the scanners, and then I'll get to other stocks. All right, so the scanners, now the list is pretty short. So we have OTLK, which we just spoke about. We have CRAY, 640,000 shares, but looks completely like a buyout. ACHN, 327, absolutely nothing. TIVX, not going to be looking at. SOXS, absolutely nothing, and that pretty much does it for our gainer side of things. And then our loser side, very short list as well. Pins we already know about. TRMT, 541,000 shares, but just very quantity, nothing really there. IQ we already know about. MT, 123, but absolutely nothing going on. It's really pretty much from 100,000 share bid print. Asked 100,000 above the ask, 1686. Then we have TIGR, 270, but just nothing really going on there either. And then Uber, which unfortunately still cannot short it, which just does not really work out well for us. Apple, we've already spoken about this morning earlier when I started the meeting, and then coming over. Oh, well, Apple, actually, we'll talk about Apple for a second. Guys, what was the prints that I told you yesterday that I really, really liked and we should write down for Apple? What was the number? 189.61. Is the guy making money yet? It was something when we get somebody that comes in like that, just in like a weird spot. I mean, it typically they're not going to be wrong. Now, yesterday, unfortunately, we would have loved to be able to short it and to actually do anything in the afternoon, but it was just dead. And remember what we do when we can't really do any type of trading because there's no follow through, there's no real volume that's coming out. What we do is we set ourselves up for the next day. And unfortunately, it already happened, so there's really not, it's already underneath it, so we're going to need more prints to come back there. But just goes to show you, when you see something that comes out like that, guys, they're going to make their money. That was a beautifully taken position and a very ballsy position, and it's paying off big time right now for that guy. All right, but as of right now, this morning, there's absolute garbage. There's no real trade, no real prints that are coming into there at all. All right, and what was the other one? Oh, BYND. Let's take a look. BYND, I know it's not really doing much. I mean, it's moving a whole lot, but there's really not much volume at all. There's prints 89.50 ass there. It's just a bunch of mix. No real show of hand to BYND yet. It says everything what the guy did. Exactly. 100% makes perfect sense now. Guys, anything else out there that I missed? Anything else going on? I think that is about it. All right, so I will be here pretty much all day. We finished this round of classes. What a great round it was. Let's make sure that we take everything that we've learned throughout the past 2 weeks and we utilize it first thing coming into the morning. I will talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.